So when looking for tools, I wanted to make sure that I found a student engagement tool. And so one that I came across that I'm going to explain a little bit and highlight the pros and cons of is Ziplet. So Ziplet is a student engagement tool that allows for student feedback really quickly, kind of a pulse check, and it allows you to connect with your students and see where they're at. So I'm going to log in. I made an account when I was exploring, and I've already made a class. You can import your Google Classroom, or you can have students type in the class code really quick. It just is a little passcode that pops up for them. So with the Ziplet, it can be used for things like exit tickets. It can be used for things like student feedback, social emotional learning, all those good things. But I'm going to model kind of how to ask a question to the class and how students would engage with that question digitally. I think this goes along with the blended learning stuff that we were learning about, as well as enhancing student collaboration and the positive outcomes that come along with that. So really quick, I'm just going to highlight how you would ask a question to your class. So over here, there's a plus sign. I click that plus sign and I'm going to click ask a question. And then I would type my question right here. One thing that's great is there's a question bank that you can choose from questions that are already made. They have popular questions. They have questions for Bellringers. There's social emotional questions. So really whatever you want. And so maybe at the end of a lesson for an exit ticket, I would click this one. What is one thing you would like me to explain more clearly? There's some features that you have to pay extra for, but student responses and text are free. So there's the question. I can modify it if I want to. And then I'm going to click next over here. And I can choose ways that students can respond. So they can respond with text. I could do a sliding scale. I could do an emoji. That doesn't really apply to this question. I'm just going to go with text for this one. And then I can have an ask time and when I want it to close so that students can't keep submitting responses. And then I'm going to turn off allow anonymous responses because I want to be able to know who posted what. And then I press finish. And then it would have my live questions here. And this will tell me my responses. So if I click here, I can see the questions that I have live. I can click on that question and I can see the responses from students. And since this is a demo, there aren't any student responses. But I think this would be really great for giving students a voice and checking in with students in an informal way. I think it could be used for formative assessments and student feedback. And I think it's just a really quick and easy tool to use for student engagement in the classroom. My audience for this video would be teachers and teaching them how to use this tool with students in the classroom. I chose these ISTE standards because I think Ziplet provides an opportunity for teachers to model how to use technology in a positive way and also how to have a community of learners that collaborate and reflect on their learning.